Sometime in March, I rebranded myself, all my socials from ASAP Dumbcat to ASAP Social Club. ASAP Social Club represented a new version of myself who wasn't afraid to speak out, to help and resolve, who wasn't afraid of being judged, who wasn't afraid to help others. I sat down at my computer and started recording myself playing Minecraft while I spoke about whatever came to mind. No, the video wasn't good by any means, but it was a start. I recorded one more video before I stopped uploading for 5 months. The reason why I stopped dates back to before this channel's rebrand, and the events before even play into why I started this channel in the first place. Last fall, I found myself in an area I never wanted to return to once again, and this time it felt hopeless. It still feels hopeless. I watched one of the most traumatic events ever unfold in front of me. I will not explain or go into any further detail of anything that happened, but this is where the lowest point of my life was formed. The moment I got home, I laid down onto my bed and cried the most amount of tears I ever did in my entire life. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but the point is, I cried a lot, and I don't cry often. My family has always been a broken one. Alcoholism and addiction ran rampant, and we came to terms with that very early on. But in this specific time period, this is the most my broken family has ever felt. More broken. The most broken. It felt like there was no coming back from it. I felt trapped. My brother has always been. He's always resulted to using his voice and making it known that he wasn't messing around. I never felt comfortable using my voice as loud as he did, just because I know what it's like to be yelled at or to be in that position. It can freak people out and it can scare them. And I don't want anyone to be in that position. So I stayed quiet this whole period. I masked my emotions and I hid in places where no one would see what I was hiding, apart from the close few who knew well, the, the close people that knew what I was truly feeling and going through. It was in this moment of my life where I met somebody new, somebody incredibly special to me. I didn't know at the time, but I would get so incredibly attached to this person because of how much they, like how much they helped me pass through this time period. I went to a program for youth mental health, and in this program, I finally expressed myself clearly to people I never once thought I would be speaking to. I grew connections to newer people. I felt like maybe there would be a new hope, some sort of new era in my life. One morning, I got the call that the traumatic event that happened just the other month happened once again. Thankfully, I wasn't there this time, but I lost my balance once again for sure. I told myself maybe it's all happening for a reason. I tried to be hopeful for this person. I tried to be hopeful for myself. I tried to be hopeful for everybody around me. But I can't. I couldn't when all that surrounded me was pain and nobody to get rid of it. This was the closest time where I thought suicide would help. Every day from here on out, even if I was having the greatest time ever, I thought suicide would be the option. Maybe it would be better without me here. Maybe if I didn't, I wouldn't feel the pain. That's what I told myself. Um, I always forced myself to focus on something different, but it always lingered behind me or within me. I could still feel that lingering thought, that feeling today. Um, I don't mention it. I don't talk about it ever. Not even when I'm having a deep and real conversation with somebody that I love, just because I know that it's a scary thought, um, and I don't want people to freak out about it because I put on a whole different person when I'm in public or with friends and family. But when I'm alone, I know that thought all too well, and I don't want people to really freak out. And I know I shouldn't. I should really express myself, but it's hard to do that because it's the same things over and over again. And therapy never worked for me. It was good to talk about what I needed to talk about, but it's like I think I really just went into therapy because I said I could say I was in therapy. It helped for a bit, but it was the same thing over and over again, and I don't know if I could ever truly figure it out. I definitely need more support, more options. I gotta find something new if I want to be completely, quote unquote, stable. Fast forward, I was in the hospital for testing, and I got the news that my life would be altered forever. I got diagnosed with a type of diabetes. It's not the worst thing ever, but it feels like the worst thing ever. I guess I could say it like that. When we went in, my sugar levels were upwards of 30, which is insane. If you don't know anything about blood sugar, diabetes, hypoglycemia, the normal sugar levels are 4 to 7, and I was at upwards of 30, so that is really bad. Everything was set off course from here, and I began to really think about what I'm to do from this point onwards. I was confused in so many aspects of life, and I couldn't contain myself, and I couldn't focus on who I was. I forced myself to lie completely and to joke around every chance I got, just to not focus on what I was really going through and what was happening at home. And I distracted myself and hid everything from my peers, my friends, my family, my colleagues. I felt like I couldn't be myself anymore, and that I had to become someone new so I could still be loved. One night I really sat down with myself and I recalled everything I was doing wrong. I needed to change. It wasn't just a want or a thought that was lingering. It was a need. I need to change. That's what I told myself. I picked up new hobbies. I started writing poems. I started doing music again for a little bit. Didn't last long, but I tried it again. I even tried to draw. I was never the best drawer in the world, but I had some skill, and tried that again. Didn't really work, but I stick to poems and writing. And now I'm trying to really focus on that, along with photography. That's something else I picked up. And I think I really, really enjoy photography. That really kept me distracted from a lot of things that was going on. I picked up those hobbies to distract myself from the darkness that lurked so close behind me, every corner, every step of the way. And in this time, I started to watch a YouTuber who spoke about his problems and his advice to get through these difficult times, and through the topics that he expressed and talked about. And it really inspired me, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And that's why I'm here now talking to you through a YouTube video. I'll leave his link in the description because he's got some incredible advice and incredible videos. He's like #1 inspiration when it comes to this. And through all this, there was a few people who really, really helped me keep going. People I knew personally and people that I didn't really know, but they'd still helped me get through this. But somebody in particular truly helped me more than anyone, and they were super incredible. I don't want to linger on this person too much, and I don't want to say too much about them because I want to make a whole separate updated video on relationships and love as a whole. But this person really did help me, and I just want to give a huge shout out to them and the close friends that I had over the past couple months that really helped me get to this place. Maybe this video didn't completely fulfill the sad story I wanted it to, but it did completely fulfill where I have been and why. It explained a lot of it. I will try to upload more frequently, but I'm not going to make no promises to you guys because I'm bad at keeping them for sure. Thank you all so much for the support on the last couple. The next video will be even better now that I know how to work all my softwares and my microphone and all that good stuff. So I love you all so much, and you don't even know it. Please take care of yourselves. It's something I didn't do, and I regret it a lot. Just be kind to yourselves and be kind to others because you never know what someone's going through. Yeah. Good morning or good night whenever you're watching this. I love you guys.